Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work first. Looking downfield, it's Bitonio. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Houston going up-tempo. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy with him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how
he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Oh, spins away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Houston wants to play fast.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's looking deep, and he makes the catch inside the 20. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Finds his target down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bitonio. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Kaiser. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bitonio. Got it in the middle, it's Kaiser. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to slam in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Trying to surge it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a...
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Kaiser. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
Running free. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays to get...
Catch inside the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Houston, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. You just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab and then throw. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw. It's Bitonio. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 17 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the option. Quick toss. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football.
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Bulldogs are in the hurry up.
27 on the play. Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
35, Houston 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Bitonio. Fires to the big foul. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Got it behind the line. It's Pena. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it for a big play. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Looking to get it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Trying to barge in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going in.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to pass. It's Bitonio. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Garrett. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Bitonio. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
There he goes. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. gonna...
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So here they come, 4th and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's Cherry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down. 22 water. Back to pass. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and
he's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this.
Looking for a huge play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Cherry. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Houston will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to... Oh, he wants it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The short hands, it's Cameron. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very...
Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
1st and goal, Mississippi State.
Slams ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Mississippi State.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Houston, 20.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and he lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding.
Here we go.
From the gun. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.